I'm just going to draw from imagination because I want to keep this quick. Let's just keep this really simple. Let's just have our character walking. Now, the reason why you need to learn about anatomy is, okay, let's say that we are in a contact pose, right? So we're going to have a bit of twist and torque on the body, right? So this is going to be going this way. The bottom half is going to be going this way, and the top half is going to be going this way, right? So we've got a leg coming here like this, and we've got another leg coming here like that, right? So let's just say that that's our line, right? So actually then we need to change, we need to have him kind of more like this, and his head will be more like this, right? So then this arm is going to be this way, and this arm is going to be that way, right? So let's just say that that's our one of our key positions, right? So then we're going to do the other one. So see how easy this is, right? So this is going to be turning this way, and I'm going to be getting a lot cleaner as I do it. This could be another exercise in the training library. So all of the things that I'm doing here, I'm using principles that I teach in Real Animator Training Walk Cycle. We're just doing the basic walk cycle, right? So we've got this here, right? Then we've got this arm coming here like this. This walk cycle is now Mage Burger. Mage Burger meaning business, right? Mage Burger's in the chat. This is him, right? This is him saying, why you little, you, I'm gonna, right? So he's walking forward like that, right? So now what we need to do is we need to, I'm just gonna copy this one. Let me add another little pose there like that. We need to add another frame so we can cycle it, right? So now I've got to find my midpoints. Well, how are we doing for time here, right? We are 1 hour 31. By the way, stingy people, if you're liking this stream and you know it's giving you value, click on the link in the description and give me a donation, right? So we're gonna add something in the middle, right, like that. And we're gonna add another, we're gonna be doing the pass position, right? So we're going to be having, his leg is going to be coming in the middle here like this, and his hip is going to be slightly to the side. Actually, my bad, right? What will happen on the pass position is he'll be going in a circle like this, right? So we're going to have him going a little bit to the side on the pass position here, right? As his hip kind of straightens there like that, but we got a little bit of the hip work going on there, and then this leg will be moving forward, right, raising that, right, like this, and he needs to be a bit higher like this, and his arm, we can have his arms by the side like that. Obviously I'll need to clean this stuff up, right? So we can already see a bit of a circular action going on there, right? Let's do it the other side, right? So we'll have this side, right? He needs to be higher. So I would like him to be taller in the pass position, but as I'm doing this all as quickly as possible, I'll probably have to revise that. So this hip is going to be pushed out to the side, and his foot's going to be here, while this one is going to be raised like this. So we got something like this. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Now we've got like a nice, can we see the circular? Everybody's looking at the feet, right? The feet are for the amateurs. The feet are for the amateurs. Anybody can animate feet stepping. Don't kid yourself. Next time you look at somebody doing a course, look at the arcs. I want you to notice the body is moving in a circle here. Can you see that? Right? Thank you very much. Right? I've just kind of told you more than your like 80k degree at CalArts would. Right? So I can't guarantee that, but judging by the work coming out of CalArts students, I pretty much can. Right? So this comes around like that. Bump, 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 bump. Right? So now we're going to add a bit of texture and weight, right? So we're going to throw in what we call a down position, right? So I'm gonna have to really bring the hips, think about the hip box, right? Coming here like this. I'm gonna kind of have that knee, so I'm really exaggerating the bend on that knee. This is what we call the standard walk in A&B real animator training, right? And then we're gonna, as we're doing that, I'm gonna rotate the body even more because it's Mage Burger looking like he wants to kill someone, right? Why yoda, right? So his arm is coming and this arm is going more back. Right, actually, I think I might move that arm more because I'm working fast. I'm exaggerating this, right? I just want to speed through it, right? So we've got a down position here, right? Now I'm going to do the other down position, right? So let's have that leg coming down on itself. Right, but it's got the hip is going to be rotated like that. So this one is a little bit more easier to see. As he comes down, we're going to rotate this arm more to this side. Have a little bit of the other arm coming out the back. Let's see what's happening to that circular head of the arc there. So we're coming down there. We're getting what we call the figure 8 arc now. I want you to watch his head, right? You were doing a figure of 8 arc. Can you see the figure of 8 arc happening there? That's how all this works, right? There's still one more frame to do, right? Let me just make my camera a bit bigger. There we go. We want to actually see the walk. So I'm going to delete all these other camera frames. See, the software slows me down, people, right? So, right, so there's a little bit more left to do. There's one more frame to tie this all together. I should have used a thinner pen because it's rough. It's a little too scraggly, but hopefully it'll convey what we need to convey. Now this pose is pretty much just like this is what we call the up pose, right? So, but we're gonna have this here like that, and we're gonna swing that leg up like that. Bum 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 bum. There we go. You see, adding that nice step in there. So the thing is you notice how I'm dealing with simple shapes, and if I drew the perspective correctly, you see the body mechanics are ingrained in me through what is taught in real animator training, right? So all of these basic aspects to the walk, right? So now we're gonna have this come back. We're gonna bring this a little higher, right? Right like that. Bum 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 bum. Actually, no. An error on my part. We want this here. We want this here. All right. Bum bum bum. Yeah, perfect. Right. And this one will come back on itself. Right. And this will move in. So I very quickly roughed out a cycle, right? And I'm going to loop it for you a little bit of what a top-down walk would look like. So let me just take these and these, this and this. Come on, I'm pressing shift now. Edit copy panels, edit paste panels, edit paste panels, edit paste panels, right? So here's a very quick bare-boned top-down perspective walk, right? Not very, see, now I can draw over that if I was so entitled to, right? And I know that everything is, you know, everything's working as it should, really. It just needs to be drawn on top, which is why it's so important to learn hopefully this illustrates to you why animation and drawing are one and the same, but also two very different things, right? I have basically been talking to you about drawing and anatomy and foreshortening and all that with these examples, and here you've just watched me create a very good movement from a difficult angle, but it's, yes, I've drawn it with simple shapes, but it's getting that movement to actually work requires a science and a skill in itself, and the rules of animation, the 12 laws of animation, right? We've got everything going on here. It's not just a basic walk. It's got some determination. It's got some personality to it, right? That's why I said imagine like Mage Burger saying, why I oughta, you ugly little blighter, I'm gonna, it looks like he's, so we've got the 6 laws of movement. We've got timing, arcing, slowing in, slowing out going on in there. We got follow through, overlap, and drag. We haven't got in much solid drawing going on in there, but I think that I can just draw on top of it and make it solid. But the stream has to keep moving, so I'm not going to do that right now. We're going to have squash and stretch in there. We're going to have the 6 laws of, we've got pose to pose and straight ahead going on there. We've got the 6 laws of life as well. We've got squash and stretch. We've got primary and secondary action. We've got appeal, exaggeration, and staging, all going on, anticipation even, but with the steps that he's taking, the down step, the overswing of the follow through, overlap, and drag, would also have him anticipating the next step because it's exaggerated. So we've got subtle anticipation in there, but it's all been done effortlessly while I'm talking to you on a stream, right? So a lot of you people that just watch anime and you like to draw anime and you get a kick out of how it looks, don't understand that actual animation is not just about a nice drawing. Right, you gotta get these things moving properly and moving correctly. And again, to Black Belt Jones, you see, I'm dealing with skeleton here. I'm not dealing with muscles, right? I'm understanding how the bones move. This is why in the Real Animator Training Library, I don't have a muscle archive. I have a skeleton archive, because most people don't bother with the skeleton. And through my personal experience, it's the skeleton that really teaches you, because you understand how everything moves, how everything twists, and the muscles have to go where the bones go, right? They have to.